I want you to stop for a second. Not skim past this. Not half listen while you scroll. Actually stop. Because I'm about to ask you one question. And if you answer it honestly, really honestly, it's going to be one of the most uncomfortable moments you've had in a long time. If the next 1,000 days of your life looked exactly like yesterday, where would you be? Not where you hope to be. Not where you tell people you're going. Where would you actually be, based on what you actually did yesterday? The way you spent your time, the decisions you made, the things you avoided, the hours you can't quite account for. Take a moment. Do the math. Most people can't finish that thought without feeling something they'd rather not feel. 1,000 days is just under 3 years. 3 years from now, you will be somewhere. The question is whether you will have arrived there on purpose or simply drifted there by default, carried by habits you never examined, patterns you never broke, and days that all quietly look the same. This video is not about motivation. Motivation fades by tomorrow morning, and you already know that. This is about something deeper. The psychology of why we keep choosing the life we say we don't want, and the one honest question that cuts through every excuse, every plan, every version of "I'll start Monday" that you've ever told yourself. By the end of this, you won't need a new goal. You'll need to look at yesterday differently. Here's the thing about 1,000 days. It sounds like a long time. It isn't. You've already lived through thousands of them, and most of them are gone without a trace. Not because nothing happened, because the same things kept happening. The same routines, the same distractions, the same conversations with yourself about what you're going to do differently. Your brain is extraordinarily good at one thing, making today feel like a one-off. Today was an exception. Tomorrow will be different. This week was unusually hard. Next month I'll have more time. Next year the conditions will finally be right. But here is what the math reveals that your feelings won't. You are not the exception you think you are. You are the average of your ordinary days. Not your best days. Not the days when you felt ready and motivated and clear. Your ordinary days. The Tuesday afternoons, the Sunday evenings, the mornings when nobody was watching and nothing was urgent. That average, multiplied by 1,000, is your future. And for most people, when they sit with that calculation long enough, the number doesn't lie the way their intentions do. This is the part that should bother you most. You are not reading or watching this because you don't know what you need to do. You know. You have known for a while. The thing you need to start. The thing you need to stop. The version of yourself you keep postponing. You know. So why doesn't knowing change anything? Because your brain doesn't run on knowledge. It runs on comfort. And the distance between knowing what to do and actually doing it is not an information gap. It's a comfort gap. Staying the same is safe. Starting is uncertain. And your brain, which was built to survive, not to achieve, will always choose the familiar over the necessary. This is why you can watch 10 videos about discipline and still not be disciplined. Why you can read every book about success and still not move. Why you can feel genuinely inspired at night and wake up the next morning and do exactly what you did the day before. Inspiration without action is just another form of procrastination that feels productive. And the most dangerous version of this, the one most people never catch, is the person who is always preparing, always planning, always one course, one tool, one perfect moment away from actually starting. That person is busy. That person feels like they're moving. That person is standing completely still. If this is the kind of content you've been looking for, subscribe. Every week we go places most people aren't comfortable going. Here is what nobody tells you about the life you want. Someone out there, right now, is living it. Not a celebrity, not someone with advantages you don't have. Someone ordinary. Someone who started from somewhere that looked a lot like where you are. And the only meaningful difference between that person and the version of you that's still waiting is that they stopped waiting. Not because they felt ready. Nobody feels ready. Not because conditions were perfect. Conditions are never perfect. But because they made a decision, quiet, private, unsexy, that today was going to look different from yesterday. And then they made that decision again the next day, and the day after that. That is the whole secret. There is no other secret. The race you are running is not against anyone else. It was never against anyone else. It is you versus the version of you that wants to stay comfortable. You versus the part of you that will always find a reason to wait. You versus 1,000 days that will pass regardless of what you do with them. Time doesn't ask for your permission. It doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It moves. And every single day, you are either closing the gap between who you are and who you want to be, or you are widening it. There is no neutral. Yesterday was a vote. Today is another one. What are you voting for? Here is the uncomfortable ending to all of this. Most people who watch this video will feel something right now. A recognition, a quiet discomfort, maybe even a decision forming somewhere in the back of their mind. And then life will resume. The phone will buzz, something will need attention. The feeling will fade the way feelings always do. And tomorrow will look like yesterday. Not because they don't care, but because feeling the truth and living differently because of it are two completely different things. And most people never close that gap. The 1,000 days will pass either way. They always do. The only question that has ever mattered is what you do with them. And that question, unlike this video, doesn't end when you close the screen. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. And drop a comment. Be honest. If the next 1,000 days looked like yesterday, where would you actually end up? I read every single one. You can't unsee what you now know. This is the Unloved Mind, and I'll see you in the next one.